Partly sunny Sunday, high 87 to 90. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Polly Holdren.
You know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Join Gary and Don Crawford of Pinnacle Retirement Advisors for Retirement with Pinnacle, Saturday mornings at 9 to get answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Don't miss Retirement with Pinnacle with Gary and Don Crawford, Saturday mornings at 9. Firm offers insurance services. Investment advisory services offered only by duly registered individuals through AE Wealth Management, LLC.
This hour of Ocala Talks is brought to you in part by Blockers Furniture. Go see all their specials at blockersfurniture.com.
This is Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt, bringing stories that are important to our community in and around Ocala. Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well. Now, here's your host, Tom.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Thursday at a county commission meeting this week. So joining us to talk about some points of emphasis for the county and where we are in good standing with the county is Commissioner Kathy Bryant. Commissioner, good morning to you.
Good morning, Tom.
So I guess it's Water Conservation Month?
It certainly is. April is Water Conservation Month in Marion County, and we want to make sure it's not just Marion County. Actually, April is Water Conservation Month. And as we all know, water is one of our most precious natural resources here.
So Ronnie Cole tells me.
And anyway, we want to make sure all of our residents know that it's Water Conservation Month and about some of the things that we have going on for this to honor Water Conservation Month. In the spirit of this month, we are holding our annual Run for the Springs event, and it is a family-friendly 5K event. So, Tom, you should come out and run.
Only 5K I'm doing is in the car.
I knew that was going to be your answer. That's why I said that.
Can you walk the 5K?
You can.
I ain't even doing that.
Oh, goodness. So if you can, grab your coworkers and your running shoes. Join us. This is a family-friendly 5K event. We will have a children's area, refreshments, and prizes, including a Travel Cup Award for the fastest team. It is Saturday, April 30th, 2022, and it starts at 7 a.m. at the Baseline Road Trailhead, which is at 4255 Southeast 58th Avenue here in the beautiful city of Ocala, Florida.
Let me tell you something. It's Saturday. I have to get up every morning at 5 to come do this radio show. Saturday, unless it's to get up early to play golf, sleeping in.
Are you able to sleep in?
No. Susan,
I know. You say that.
Susan always says, you act like you sleep in. Because I will. And she does the same thing because she gets up at 4:30 in the morning.
Right.
To make sure that I'm then up by 5. That's how this works.
Oh, my.
And
Susan and I are going to have a conversation about
this. Oh,
this.
she cooks a good breakfast every morning.
Oh, my.
Oh, yeah. Leaves it in the microwave for me and everything. But she opens the shop at just shipped at 6:30. So
right.
She's got to be out the house at 6 o'clock.
Right.
So there's a reason she got up at 4:30. It's not just to cater to me. But I make it about catering to me. Okay? I'll be the first to tell you I'm not real smart in that respect. So, but this 5K run, it's something that a lot of people turn out for every year.
They absolutely do. And it really is a great family-friendly event to bring awareness to our water and to conservation and how important it is for future generations.
Without water, we die.
That's
how about
correct.
That's how important it is. Without water, you die.
And conservation, I mean, there are such easy things that we can do. You know, like turn the faucet off when you're brushing your teeth.
Certainly.
Save 9 gallons a day.
Yeah.
Just by turning the faucet off when you're brushing your teeth.
You know, a trick that we were taught in college was I was taught by a girlfriend actually to do it, is so you don't interrupt sleep and you conserve water at the same time. If you get up in the middle of the night to use the restroom, just close the lid, and then the first thing you do in the morning is flush the thing. Because if you get up 2 or 3 times, you flush the commode every time, That's 4, 5, 8 gallons of water you could have conserved. So Susan is a big proponent of that too, and that's how we serve. But you know what else we do? We make sure the dishwasher is all the way full before we ever run the dishwasher. And there's only 2 of us. So, sometimes we can go 2 days without the dishwasher being run, and that conserves water. There's a lot of things you can do to conserve water. Turn your sprinklers off. It's the rainy season.
That's the number one thing that you can do. And your point there about flushing, I think that there's a little ditty that they teach now. Something about if it's yellow, let it mellow.
Right, yeah.
I had not heard that.
Yeah.
But that is an interesting way to look at it. But certainly talking about watering your lawn, you can put in Florida-friendly landscape, which doesn't require as much water. You can certainly make sure that you're not overwatering. Most people overwater their lawns.
Yeah, one of my neighbors, I've made it a point I'm going to talk to him this weekend about it, because I'll come home at night and the sprinklers will be going.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, it rained 3.5 inches yesterday and your sprinklers are going. There's no need for you. Carol Ann Baldwin tells you, if you water your hardy grass, once your grass comes back, if you water it once every 5 to 7 days,
it's fine.
That's plenty.
Yeah.
That's plenty.
Well, and there's lots of things that we can do. So going back to the Run for the Springs, if you're interested, you can go to www.marionfl.org/r-county/for-the-springs. But if you just go to marionfl.org, I'm sure you'll be able to find the tab.
You will.
We also want to make sure that people understand that we offer ways to help with water efficiencies. We have rebates to replace old high water use toilets with new high efficiency toilets.
That could save, like 8,000 gallons a year?
8,000 gallons of water. Yeah.
I read that we just replaced one at Susan's shop, and the box prominently displayed that it would save you between 7,000 and 8,000 gallons a year.
The one that I really think that people should take advantage of is the Efficient Irrigation Rebate Program, and this helps eligible homeowners maximize their outdoor water use efficiency by improving their existing landscape and irrigation system. So we actually have an audit that can be performed on your irrigation system, and it works. Most of our users that take advantage of this program.
I don't like this.
You don't like this?
No, because Susan's taking notes now. And when I get to the office, she's going to be like, hey, that irrigation rebate thing, you need to start, because our irrigation system just is the worst.
Oh.
And it just, it waters way too much.
Well.
And she's going to say right there, and it's going to become my job to follow up on this. Well, thanks, Kathy.
I think you need a few more jobs, quite frankly, so I'm happy to help.
I'm just glad you're doing this at Baseline at the trailhead. It's such a nice place with the paved the paved trails and everything.
It really is.
It's one of those places that I don't think a lot of people understand how great it really is.
It's take your bikes out there. You can go for a bike ride.
Responsible pet owners can take their pet out there, just clean up after them.
Yes, make sure that you take your baggie with you to pick up.
Because I will pick it up and go put it on your car. It doesn't bother me.
Going back to the irrigation system, if you are interested in that, please contact our Marion County Water Resources Liaison at 352-671-8672.
The next item is something that I'm very proud that the commission is doing.
Thank you.
It's National Day of Prayer is coming up.
Yes.
Tell us what the county's doing for that.
So National Day of Prayer is coming up. It is on May the 5th.
Cinco de Mayo.
And it's from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Our ceremony will be from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. at Veterans Memorial Park. Of course, National Day of Prayer is all day long. And so the Marion County Board of County Commissioners, we're very excited to announce that we will be recognizing and celebrating the National Day of Prayer on May 5th, 2022 from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. at Veterans Memorial Park. We are inviting the public to come and join us for prayer, reflection, and fellowship. If you'd like more information on the National Day of Prayer or how to come out and join us, please visit the Marion County Facebook page. It is facebook.com/Marion County, Florida, or you can look up the national website at nationaldayofprayer.org. Please remember to wear your red, white, and blue in support of National Prayer Day, Day of Prayer, and by placing red, white, and blue ribbons on your car, house, and house doors.
Yeah.
So it's pretty exciting.
It really is. And, you know, with so many people worried about, there's so many municipalities and counties that are worried about participating in something like this because of the ACLU and how crazy they get over this. Not Marion County. Marion County goes, you know what? Prayer is needed to get us all through. You can pray to whichever God you worship. It doesn't say any denomination. Or you can pray that we get rid of all this God talk and become godless. You can pray whatever you want. But it just sets aside a time where you can you can say a prayer and make amends or do whatever it is that your belief system says you can do. I think that's something we miss a whole lot in this country.
Well, I think our country certainly at this time is in need
All the prayer we can get.
of all the prayer we can get. There are certainly things going on that we should all be concerned about. And we're very, very happy and excited to be hosting this year and to be able to organize a formal event to celebrate National Day of Prayer
At the Veterans Memorial Park, which another gym that a lot of people may not know that is such a great gym. It's 2-3 hours of one of the best walks you'll ever take, reading all the stuff in there and everything. So
It
it's really
has
good.
grown in leaps and bounds.
Yes.
And we have veterans from all of the different wars. We have monuments to all of them in that park. We're working on a new one right now, and
The Remembrance Monument.
yeah. So I mean, there's a lot of really great things that happen
Very
at that
cool.
park.
Very cool park. Very
Yes.
cool park. So I like this next item
I bet you do.
because, as I've said it, you know, with the problems going on with Disney right now and everything, I go, look, I understand that Disney's got issues and all, but they also bring in revenue that make us not have to pay ad valorem tax, make us not have to pay state income tax. And then I see this, Marion County just set a record in tourism.
Absolutely. So Marion County had a record-breaking month for our tourist development tax revenue. The Tourist Development Council announced last week another record-breaking month for tourist development tax revenue in Marion County, $524,933.16.
$500,000 raised in 1 month.
Exceeding the next highest month by more than $100,000. This number reflects tax collection stays in short-term accommodations in Marion County for less than 6 months in February 2022. So let's make it very clear for our folks that are listening, this is not sales tax that our citizens are paying. This is the heads and beds tax. It's the same tax that we pay when we go to other places.
When we go to Orlando or Tampa or
Yes.
spend the night in Fort Myers or something, we pay a tax there. This is people that are laying in our hotel beds and paying a tax.
Yes. And it's, as we said, this number reflects tax collection from stays in short-term accommodations in Marion County for less than 6 months, again in February 2022. It is the highest revenue to date for a single month since voters approved the Tourist Development Tax Referendum effective January 2005.
This next one, the increase is what grabs me.
Right.
Since last year, in a 1 year period, it's increased almost 50%, 46%.
46%.
Wow.
Yeah. That just speaks volumes of the things that are happening in our community at this point.
Thank you,
in
Downtown
time.
Hotel. Thank you, World Equestrian Center Hotel. Thank you, New Avid Hotel that's on the Boulevard. It's on Pine, plus all the hotels that were already in existence here in Marion County. Thanks.
Well, and wait till you see what FAST does. The
Yeah.
Florida,
Yeah.
the Aquatic Center.
Yeah.
I mean, it is tremendous, and this just speaks of the success of our community.
Yeah, the Rotary Fields. People don't realize the Rotary Fields with the World Series, Babe Ruth World Series and all they brought in, people stay in hotels for that.
And just so people don't get confused, this isn't because COVID's kind of gone right now.
No.
These increases, this is almost a 73% increase pre-pandemic in
Right.
February 2020.
Right.
So several events in February likely brought out-of-town visitors, including HIT's Ocala Winter Circuit. That always brings
Always.
a big crowd. We know that we always get a large influx of people for HITs. Now the Grandview Invitational
Yep.
out at the World Equestrian Center. And then the World Equestrian Center's, I'm sorry, the Grandview Invitational.
It's not at
It's
World
not a World
Equestrian.
Equestrian.
Yeah.
World Equestrian Center's Winter Spectacular and
Right.
Ocala Shrine Rodeo.
Yeah.
Those bring in a lot of folks. And if you look around, there are so many things happening right now. I don't think there's a weekend in the last 6 weeks that there hasn't been something going on.
I had a friend come up from Tampa, stay at the new Avid Hotel that just opened, stayed there to go to the Beer and Wine Festival that happened
Really?
in downtown. Came up from Tampa. He used to live here.
Okay.
So he came back from Tampa and got a hotel room just to go to the Beer and Wine Festival. So you're right. You don't think about all the things that people come. There are people that stay. I know for a fact there are people that stay in the downtown hotel just because they go out Friday night and don't want to drive and get a DUI. So they arrange a hotel room in downtown so they can go take in the downtown area. And if they have a little few too many, they have a hotel room. They don't have to worry about it.
Well, and we certainly can't discount Marion County's fabulous ecotourism
Yeah. All the springs and everything.
destinations. You know, you have Silver Springs, you have Rainbow Springs, you have the Santos Trailhead.
The
And-
Withlacoochee River. You got
well,
everything.
Dunellen is about to be a haven
Right.
for a lot of this with the expansion of the pedestrian walkway over the bridge on 484 into Dunellen from Blue Run Park, with the tunnel that was just opened coming under 41, the bike tunnel. And we are going to connect that gap from Pruitt Trailhead to Blue Run Park, the bike park, and just helping to finish that Heart of Florida loop. So there is just so many exciting
Ecotourism,
things
yeah.
going on, and ecotourism is big, especially, you know, you brought up a great point with all of the stuff that's going on down in Orlando, the theme parks.
Right.
It kind of is reminiscent of what happened in the Great Recession when people didn't have the money to go to those theme parks, and they really
But they have money to put a kayak in Silver Springs.
right, and that just helped us bring attention to the many great opportunities there are to get outside, especially in the months of March, April, May, kind of going into June when our weather is just still beautiful outside and you can tolerate the
Yeah, 'cause
heat.
then you stay inside in July and August. You don't come
Or
outside.
you're for sure on the water somewhere.
Right, or September. September's hot, too. Well, we talked about the next subject before you came on, and that's the animal shelter's full, so pet adoption is free.
Absolutely. Marion County Animal Services is full. And so, you know, we are encouraging anyone who is considering getting a new fur baby, having a new fur baby come into their home, that they consider Marion County Animal Services. We have waived all adoption fees for the month of April. Your pet comes spayed or neutered. They come with their shots, chipped. I mean, there's really a tremendous value
Hundreds
there.
of dollars that you're getting at no cost.
Yeah, and I encourage people to go out to Marion County Animal Services at 5701 Southeast 66th Street. Walk around, you know, don't just walk in and, as you said earlier, just make a
Quick
swift
decision. Yeah,
and go
no.
grab a pet. Go spend some time there.
Take the experience in.
Take your time and look at the different pets and plan to spend a little bit of time, you know, with one or two that you think you're interested in, so that you're making a good decision for yourself and for your family and for your home. Talk to our volunteers there, talk to our staff there. They're very helpful, and I'm sure that they'll be willing to give you some guidance on which pets would be good for certain homes.
Whether you have children, whether
Yes.
this pet's good with children, other animals, whether it's good with other animals. Something like cats, are they good with the dog? Some
Yeah.
cats are good with dogs, some are.
Yeah.
Dogs, are they good with cats? Some are, some aren't. So all those questions can be answered by the people at the animal shelter, and it's free right now, folks.
Absolutely. This is a tremendous value. And, as we said, take
I
a little
told
time.
Susan, we heard that on the radio, and I told Susan it was free. She goes, not for us. I go, what do you mean? She goes, we have 4 dogs and a cat, all of them rescues. We've done our part.
I don't blame her. That's a lot. That is
And
certainly
they're all
a
rescues.
lot.
And
That's
they're all
awesome.
rescues. So now I've saved the last 4 minutes of the show
Yay.
for something that is very important to me.
Absolutely. It's important to all of us.
It is
and it
should be very important to Marion County.
Yes.
But I know that it damn well isn't because I see it on a daily basis. Where I live out 36th Avenue, almost to 326, people almost every day I go by and there's a garbage bag that's strewn on the along the right of way, and the litter task force is taking that to task.
That was pretty good.
I'm pretty good.
The litter task force is taking it to task.
Exactly.
Is that a byline of the litter task force?
No, but it should be.
Yeah.
And I'm on the marketing committee for that task force. Why didn't I think of that earlier?
Oh, well, you might have to add that.
I may have to
in.
add that. I may have to add that.
Yeah. So, in case people don't know this, Marion County employees, inmates, and volunteers spend nearly 4,000 hours annually picking up litter. That's a lot of hours.
4,000. Remember, for a person working full time, 40 hours a week, in a year, that's only 2,080 hours. So this is like having 2 full-time employees doing nothing but picking up garbage 5 days, 6 days a week. And it's not that. It's not that. There's much more people that do it, but 4,000 hours that they could be doing their jobs.
Well, and if you think about it, it's really something that is could be avoided.
Yeah.
If people would just stop throwing their trash.
People
out
go,
the
but
window.
Kathy, I don't throw my trash out the window. I don't throw my garbage bags out. Yeah, but you're probably the guy that takes your refrigerator out to the forest and dumps it on a dirt road. You're the guy that probably takes a wash machine and a dryer because you didn't want to take it to the dump and pay to have it disposed of there. So you take it off some backcountry road and dump it out. That's litter too.
It absolutely is. Those 4,000 hours that are spent picking up litter equate to over 120,000 pounds of litter collected, not in a year, monthly.
Yep.
And
60 tons a month.
1.4 million pounds annually.
Yeah.
That's a lot of litter.
That's a bunch. And that's what, when we saw those numbers on the task force, it was it was a jaw dropper.
Yeah.
When we saw those numbers, we went, because we were thinking we knew there was an issue. The county had recognized there was an issue to create this task force. We knew there was an issue, but there was no way we knew it was a 1.4 million pounds a year issue.
Right.
That's a whole lot of fast food bags.
That is certainly, and water bottles.
Water bottles.
I've picked up latex gloves.
Oh, yeah.
I've picked up socks. I've picked up a bra. I've picked up lots of plastic bottles, lots of fast food bags, lots of cups from Jiffy stores.
And by the way, that's the 4,000 hours that the county employees do. That doesn't take into account the 80 different groups.
Nope, that includes the volunteers.
That does include the volunteers? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't think it included the volunteers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But still, 1.4 million pounds a year.
I picked up somebody's mail one time, and it was all I could do not to just blast them.
I would have took it.
I'd
I'd have took it right to their house.
Yeah.
Took a pin, took a tack right in their forehead. Here's your mail back.
They've told me on several occasions, because I'm the person that's, pulled up beside the panhandler and told them, you can't do that. We have a law here in Marion County against that, and done things like that. And they've kind of told me, Kathy, you can't do that. I'm like, why?
It's not the smartest thing you've ever done.
Why not? So they kind of frowned upon me taking somebody's mail back to them.
And by the way,
I could mail it to them, though.
By the way, when you could. By the way, when you say, yeah, but if I throw it out the window, it gives inmates something to do. Stop.
Oh, my goodness.
Stop.
Seriously.
You hear people say that convicts need work too?
Well,
no.
There's plenty of other work that we can find for them.
Exactly. Is that it? Oh, yeah. We're up against a break. Kathy, thanks for being here.
Absolutely. Thank you for
We
having
got it
me.
all in.
We got it all. Well, let me just finish this.
Okay.
The Litter Task Force is preparing recommendations to bring to the Commission at an upcoming workshop on April 29th.
I'm well aware.
So we encourage folks to stay up to date on the task force through social media and our website at www.marionfl.org/littertf.
Yep. And I'll be there April 29th. Thanks, Kathy. Thanks, Commissioner Bryant. We'll talk to you in 2 weeks.
Awesome.
We'll be back.
A taser did not affect the suspect, and he was then shot. The Justice Department has filed an appeal that seeks to reverse a judge's recent ruling that ended the nation's mask mandate on public transportation. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention and the Biden administration explain why they are fighting the ruling that stated the government overstepped its authority.
We think it's entirely reasonable, as the Department of Justice, for the CDC, the health and data experts, health experts most importantly, in our administration to be able to have that time to evaluate, but also because they want to fight to ensure the CDC's authority and ability to put in mandates in the future.
USA Radio News.
Are you ready to retire? Inflation is picking up, the markets are volatile, and the dream of a comfortable retirement is harder to attain than ever before. The stock market goes up and down is beyond your control, but you're at a point in your life where you can't afford to make big financial mistakes. I'm Al Labaroa, founder of Knight Strategic Wealth. Our investment strategy allows you to go up with the stock market, lock in your gains, and when the stock market goes down, your investment won't lose a dime. This works for your investments, savings at a brokerage firm, or even money at a bank. It's simple, it's safe, and that's why savvy investors work with us. Want to learn more? Text FREE to 833-898-0500.